I see the comments and requests and I will act on them. Please remember to follow Geography World channel on Instagram and Facebook using the link shown on the screen. Please remember to like, share with your friends and subscribe. For person wishing to contact me privately, you may email me at geographyworld100@gmail.com. The link will be posted below. Big shout out to Krishana Gallimore, who attends William Knibb Memorial High School. William Knibb Memorial High is located in Trelawney, Jamaica. Thank you, Krishana, for choosing Geography World. Welcome back to Geography World, guys. For this video, we're going to look at CAPE Unit 2, May-June 2021 Geography Paper 2. And for this video, we're going to look at question number 2. So stay tuned. Question number 2, it looks at Module 1. Now, the first part of question number 2 states that we should construct a weather station model in the space below and insert each of the following elements. Now, cloud cover, that's 7 octaves. Current weather condition is rain. Temperature, 26 degrees Celsius. And atmospheric pressure, it is 996 MB. Now, the picture here, it is showing us how the station model should look. Now, in the middle, that is where you will have your cloud cover. Now, remember, it is 7 octaves, hence 7 octaves should look this way. The current weather condition is rain, and the rain is just a dot. And then the temperature, which is 26 degrees, it is located right here. Now, for the atmospheric pressure, what you need to do is that you need to drop the 9. So you can have 96, or when you drop the 9, you can put a 0 to have 960. So there are 2 ways that you can represent atmospheric pressure on a station model. You can drop, when you drop the 9 or the 10, if it is like 1016 millibars, what you do is you drop the 9 at the front or the 10, and you just leave the remaining 2 digits, which is 96 in this case, or you add a 0 when you drop the 9, so it will be 960 MB. So whichever way you want to do, it is okay. Now, once you have all 4 elements, then 4 marks belong to you. Part B to the question asks that you identify the 2 processes that account for raindrop formation. Now, the 2 processes that account for raindrop formation are the ice crystal process by Bergeon and the collision coalescence process. Once you were able to list those 2 processes, then 2 marks is yours. Now, Part 2 to the question asks that for each process identified in B1 above, state where in the cloud it occurs and the condition required in the atmosphere for that process to basically occur. Now, the picture here, it is showing you how the ice crystal process basically occurs. Now, ice crystal form high up in the cold clouds given that ice nuclei is present. Now, there must be the coexistence of water vapor, liquid cloud droplets, and ice crystals. Now, the differences in vapor pressure causes water molecules to move from supercool droplets, which is basically high vapor pressure, to ice crystal that we classify as low vapor pressure. Now, the ice crystals will grow until they begin to fall. As they approach the surface, the warm air can melt them into rain if the temperatures are very warm, or they will fall as ice. So you can see that the ice crystal, they form way up in the clouds, and as they come down, due to the warmth of the air, it starts to melt them. If it is very warm enough, then it will fall as rain. All right, now let's look at the collision coalescence process. Now, the collision coalescence process, it takes place in low-level clouds. This involves precipitation from warm clouds. The big and small water droplets exist together in a cloud. Large water droplets are heavy and are forced down where they collide and coincide with small droplets as they fall. Eventually, they become bigger and one forces to fall towards the ground, where they are ripped apart into droplets by air friction or convectional current. So the larger droplets are further in the low-level clouds, and because of how heavy and big it is, it will come down where it collides with smaller droplets. All right, so that's it for the two types of rainfall formation. Once you were able to basically tell the level where in the cloud it occurs, then the marks belong to you. All right, so Part C to the question asks that we explain how each of the following method controls soil erosion, and we're to indicate whether each method is a mechanical or an agronomic method. Now, the first one is terracing. Now, the picture that you're seeing to your right, it is showing you what terracing is, and it's a mechanical method. Now, mechanical, when we talk about mechanical, it's a structural and engineering technique that is basically designed to reduce the velocity of runoff and to retain the water on the land to facilitate infiltration, while agronomic methods are where plants are used to provide cover, increase fertility, and provide a rooting network that would improve soil structure. So with terracing, this is basically the building of earth embankment or barriers across the slope using a combination of ridges and channels to reduce the length of the slope. Terracing, it reduces both the amount and the velocity of water moving across the soil surface, which basically greatly reduces soil erosion. As I said earlier, it is a mechanical method. Now, let us talk about agroforestry. All right, so that's a picture showing us agroforestry. Now, agroforestry is the interaction of agriculture and trees, including the agricultural use of trees. Now, this comprises trees on farms and in agricultural landscape, farming in forests and along forest margin, and tree crop production, including like coffee, cocoa, rubber, and oil palm. It is used, it's an agronomic method. So this is where trees are mixed with crops, and this basically help with the reduction in soil erosion, because we know that the plants, especially trees, the roots help to hold the soil together, and it helps to slow down water so that it can infiltrate into the earth. Now, the final one is the gabion basket. Now, this is a cage, cylinder, or box filled with rock, concrete, or sometimes sand and soil, and it is used in landscaping or road building. So the gabion, it offers an easy-to-use method for decreasing water velocity and protecting slopes from erosion. Thus, the gabion basket prevents the movements of soil materials through its cage. Now, this picture is showing the gabion basket, and it is mechanical. So, just to summarize, so the terracing, it is mechanical, agroforestry is agronomics, and the gabion basket is mechanical. If you need any additional information, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will comment where necessary. All right, part D to the question asks that we explain 2 ways in which the trees in the coniferous forest have adapted to the temperate climate. Now, coniferous forests, they occur between 45 and 57 degrees north of the equator. Winters are long and cold, and temperatures, they only briefly rise over the 6 degrees limit of plant growth, and the annual range is -30 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. Now, the annual precipitation is less than 500 millimeters and mostly comes in the form of snow. Trees in the coniferous forest adapt to temperate climate by 1. They usually have conical shaped branches, and the conical shaped branches basically decreases in width with increase in height, and this allows heavy snow to fall to the ground and not break the branches. So this is a picture of a conical shaped branch or a conical shaped plant in the coniferous forest. Now, another way that the plants have adopted is that they have shallow spreading roots, and this allows the trees to begin their growth cycle as soon as the ice begins to melt, making water available. They also have thick barks, which basically help to reduce transpiration in conditions of low moisture availability, and it protects trees from damages. For example, if there's a fire, it helps to protect them from the damages. And another way that they have adopted is that they have needle leaves. So these plants have needle leaves with a very thick cuticle cut down on, and this is basically there to cut down on transpiration as moisture is not available, and also protects the leaves from very low temperature. Now, once you were able to explain 2 ways that the trees basically adopt, then 6 marks should be yours. Once you were able to answer the questions here, then 30 marks would be yours as well. Stay tuned for question 3 and question 4. We are at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell in order to receive more videos like these. Leave comments below suggesting topics that you would want me to present on. In the comment section below, comment the name of your school and the territory for a shout out in my next video. Until then, bye.